Calm isn't natural, it's trained. In every crowd there's one who doesn't flinch, not because he's numb, but because he's ready. Everyone else reacts. Panics, speaks too fast, moves too soon, mistakes urgency for importance, but the Stoic stays still. Because calm isn't passive. It's power that doesn't need to perform. It's the space between impulse and action, between the trigger and the response. And it's trained, built, breathed into. Over time, no one's born with it, they earn it. By letting go of what doesn't serve, by stepping back when the world says run. Calm doesn't mean you're above it, it means you're beneath it, rooted, unshaken. While everything else breaks loud, that's the lesson, that's the edge. Be the one who doesn't flinch. Choose what stays inside. You can't stop the noise, but you can stop it from getting in. The Stoic doesn't fight the storm, he closes the window, because calm isn't about silence around you, it's about discipline, inside you. You don't get to choose everything that happens, but you always choose what stays. Which thought gets airtime, which emotion gets fed, which moment becomes memory. Most people absorb everything, every tone, every headline, every mood that passes by. But the Stoic filters ruthlessly. Not because he doesn't care, but because he can't carry it all. So he watches the gate, lets the wind pass, lets the chaos knock, but doesn't invite it in, because not every feeling deserves a seat. Not every problem needs your peace. Control isn't about power, it's about permission. And calm begins when you stop giving it to everything. Acceptance isn't giving up, it's taking back power. You were told to fight everything, to resist, to never let go. But the Stoic knows some things aren't meant to be held. Some outcomes were never yours to shape. Some people were never yours to fix. Acceptance isn't surrender, it's clarity. A clean line drawn between what you can shift and what you must carry differently. Because peace doesn't come from conquering the situation. It comes from no longer being owned by it. So he lets it fall, what didn't choose him, what didn't stay, what no longer answers to his hands. And in that space, where control ends and surrender begins, something shifts. Not weakness, not apathy, just power, redirected inward, to rebuild, to realign, to re-enter the moment without the weight of a war that's already over. Acceptance is an edge, and the Stoic carries it sharp. Be where your mind is. Most people are present only in body. Their hands move, their eyes focus, but their mind, it's elsewhere, replaying, predicting, planning. And in that gap between where they are and where their thoughts run, peace slips. The Stoic stays here, fully, not because the moment is perfect, but because it's the only one that answers to him. He doesn't argue with time. He doesn't fight the now, he occupies it. Like a warrior, standing still while the world begs him to flinch. Because calm is a practice of presence, not silence, not stillness. Just full contact with the moment, this chair, this step, this breath. No projections, no rewrites, no edits, only now. And the choice to live inside it. The Stoic doesn't escape his reality. He meets it, mind first. Resilience is quiet strength. Some break loudly, they scream, they blame, they fold where everyone can see. But the Stoic, he breaks if he must inward, without noise, without spectacle. Because resilience doesn't ask for applause, it just continues. One more breath, one more step, one more refusal to become the chaos that knocked on his door. Strength isn't what lifts the most, it's what holds when nothing is left to prove. He doesn't rush the process, he doesn't dramatize the struggle, he endures it like stone, weathered smooth by time. No fight, just presence, not resistance, but rootedness. Because calm isn't never hurting, it's hurting without losing your shape. The Stoic bends, but he doesn't fall. And when he rebuilds, you won't hear it, but you'll feel it in how still he stands. Pause. Then pick your response. The world wants you fast. React now, defend now, match the energy. But the Stoic, he doesn't match, he measures. Because between the trigger and the reaction lives a space, and inside that space is freedom. To choose not what feels good, but what serves you. To step back before you strike, to exhale before you explain. The pause is where power lives. Most people don't pause, they fire. Regret, then justify. But regret is the price of speed, and clarity is the reward of stillness. So the Stoic waits, not out of fear, but out of respect for what his peace costs. He doesn't waste it on battles that shrink him, on words that echo longer than they should have ever left his mouth. He pauses, he filters, he selects, because calm isn't passive. It's the most active thing he does all day. Need less, feel more. The more you want, the easier it is to be shaken by delay, by rejection, by not getting what you think you need. But the Stoic wants little, not because he's afraid to want, but because he knows excess creates fragility. Calm isn't built on more. It's built on enough to stand, enough to breathe, enough to let things fall without losing yourself. Most noise doesn't come from pain, it comes from hunger, for attention, for more, for what's not here. But when you need less, you feel more. You notice the air, the small peace, the lightness that lives beneath all that reaching. So cut it, the status, the endless proving. The chase for something louder than this moment. Because the Stoic doesn't cling to what glitters, he holds what grounds, and what grounds you is rarely what glows. To feel more, you must carry less, and that is a choice. Nothing stays, and that's the point. Everything changes, everything leaves, everything ends, and the ones who suffer most are the ones who thought it wouldn't. The Stoic doesn't cling, not because he's cold, but because he remembers that every moment is on loan. That every person is passing, that every feeling will shift. And that's not sad, it's clarifying. Because once you stop expecting permanence, you stop resisting change. You breathe deeper, you speak softer, you hold lighter the things you love, not to lose them, but to love them while they're here. Calm doesn't mean untouched, it means unattached. The Stoic feels it all. But he doesn't build his peace on things that expire. He builds it on what returns, his principles, his choices, his way of facing what won't stay, and when it leaves, he lets it. Not because he's fine, but because he's ready, because nothing stays. And that's the point. Keep growing, even in stillness. Not all growth makes noise, some happens in silence, in solitude, in moments no one celebrates. But the Stoic grows anyway, because progress isn't performance, it's movement inward. A shift in how he reacts, a pause before he breaks, a better question instead of the same complaint. And calm isn't the absence of motion, it's the presence of direction. Even when you're sitting still, you can deepen, refine, strip away one more false belief that used to define you. The Stoic doesn't need to show it. He feels it, in the way his breath lands softer, in the way his silence holds more weight, in the way he no longer rushes to fix what doesn't ask for fixing. Stillness isn't stagnation, it's space to become more by needing less. So keep growing, quietly, precisely, like something rooted that no storm can shake. Calm isn't escape, it's returning. You don't find calm by running away, you find it by coming back, to your breath, to your values, to that small, unshaken space inside you that never needed to prove anything. The Stoic doesn't chase peace, he re-enters it. Each time the world tries to pull him off course, through thought, through discipline, through letting go of what never belonged, and what remains, after all that stripping, is still yours, still enough. Because calm was never the absence of chaos, it was the absence of needing to match it. You don't have to run, you don't have to fix, just return to what's always been there. Waiting, quiet, true.